Welcome back to another episode. It's been a little while.
It
Keith?
has been a while. I'm Keith.
I'm Rudy.
Rudy.
We finally have all three of us together
Yes,
for the
yes.
first time in a while. Seems like an eternity.
It does. But we're back and better than ever.
Yeah. Well,
For the podcast.
What's
We-
up?
Can we get worse?
Oh yeah.
Kind of? Maybe? If we really tried. I
We
think
really,
it'd be a lot
yeah, we've
worse.
got to try.
Yeah.
I could try.
You don't have to try, Rudy. You bring us down to begin with.
I'm glad things never changed.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Why would we change? Why fix what's not broken?
Yeah. So, we don't really have anything planned for this week.
We're just going to talk about a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff
talk.
going on in the wrestling world.
Because, we missed the episode where we talked about Extreme Rules. It was good. That's all
He,
we're going to say.
he just really wants to talk about it.
He does want to talk about Street Rules. It was fine. I didn't mind it. I thought it was a decent pay-per-view.
It was.
Yes.
So, what news do you want to start with?
First thing we can start with, the first ever women's pay-per-view. All women, no men. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and Legends coming back. Now, my thing is this. Who's going to commentate?
Lita.
I don't know. They talked about Bayley said she wanted to wrestle Lita.
But who else would commentate?
I don't know. Lillian Garcia. Can they get her for one night?
Zombie Mae Young.
Mae Young.
Paige.
Maybe. No, that would be something. She could probably do it. What is your opinion on the pay-per-view idea?
I have nothing against it.
Rudy?
I really want to see what the card is, though.
I got nothing against it either. It's just, there's a lot of excitement to it because there's just so many different female wrestlers that are going to be on it. And if rumor goes true, I would like to see Mickie James and Trish Stratus go at it for old times.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
That would be true.
I think it's a good idea, just
Probably NXT, Raw, and SmackDown title will all probably be on the line.
Yeah, all titles will be on the line. There's rumors of...
Is it a 3-hour show or a 2-hour show? Did they announce that?
I don't think they announced time. I think they just announced the date, and that's an awful...
I would imagine it's a 3-hour show.
I would assume maybe 3 hours, give them all a chance to, wrestle,
Yeah.
do stuff.
He was getting into the women's tag titles, right? Getting revealed?
Yeah, if they actually do go through with this, where they have a women's tag title for both shows, you have another couple titles on the line, along with what else is, going to be at that show. So,
It would really depend on what show gets the tag title.
No, I think it's one for each brand.
One for each. Okay.
So Raw has this women's tag, because you have so many women, and not all of them can be in the title picture, obviously.
But I could see one of the sides, all of a sudden, their women's tag titles are just boring.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard because you're not going to have women's tag teams. It's just two people thrown together.
Yeah.
I
mean, there will be at times,
Well,
people
they're
who
gonna
work
faction.
well.
They're gonna faction together. With
Yeah,
different
we'll get
stuff,
the factions.
which will work.
But we won't get, an AOP type, or we won't get things like that.
No, absolutely not.
We'll have women go in there specifically for tags.
The closest thing you have to an actual women's tag team are the Iconics. Right
Yeah.
now. So.
That's it.
And I think
They'll
they'll
bring
be...
back the Bellas.
Yeah, the Bellas also.
Bellas versus Iconics, I think, would be a cool match. Cool concept. Or Lay Cool. One of those two. Bring the two of them back. I think that'd be a cool concept for one of those matches. That'd be something. All the titles would be on the line. Who do you think walks in as women's champions by then? Do you think the titles change hands at some point?
How many pay-per-views? I mean, SummerSlam is before.
SummerSlam and one more, I believe.
I see Becky walking in as...
I was going to say, Becky's walking in with the
That's
title.
what I was thinking.
And
Becky's
Alexa's
gonna
walking
walk
in with the
and I think
title.
Alexa's still going to hold on for
And
later.
Shayna's walking in with the title.
We'll talk about that next week.
I haven't seen NXT in 2-3 weeks, so that might be a little problem for me.
So we could talk about that. There's another thing around that we could talk about, but we'll let other people move on and make discussion topics.
Discussion topic. We don't have to... I can't put that on the screen.
No, we're not that fancy.
I didn't watch it, but I do know about the NXT Championship title change.
Yes. which I thought was done in an excellent way.
We have a new champion.
Oh god. Okay, moving on.
Here we go.
Next topic. Ruined. You ready?
Anyway.
Sometimes just learn to fucking laugh at it.
I'm not gonna laugh at something that's not funny.
Sometimes just learn to fucking laugh at it.
He looked at his penis. Anyway, so yes, Tommaso Ciampa is now the NXT Heavyweight Champion. He beat Aleister Black with help from Johnny Gargano, in a sense. I thought it was perfectly done. A lot of stuff going on. The huge ref bump to the outside on concrete after Ciampa pulled up the mats. Black hits him with Black Mass. Referee's out. Doesn't matter. The crowd chanted to like 14. Black should have won. He's freaking out. Goes out, grabs the ref. And this was a different match. You saw Aleister Black kind of like not himself. Calm, cool, collected. Like,
yeah.
Ciampa got under his skin.
That's what Ciampa's good at.
But no, that's why I like this feud, because it really brought out something different. Both very intense wrestlers together. Intense strikes, intense moves. And it really just built up the match. The match was really good for like an NXT match. Really good match. Ciampa went to go hit Black with the title. Gargano came in and super kicked him. Went to wrestle away the title. Black was behind them. Ciampa let go. Gargano flung back, hit Black with the title. Ciampa capitalizes, throws Gargano out of the ring, and covers Black, but kicks out. Black kicked out somehow after the ref made it back into the ring. And then a couple different actions, and then Ciampa caught him with the DDT off the second rope and won the title.
Yep.
And I think it's going to be a good feud. It's probably setting up a triple threat for Brooklyn, which I think that match is probably going to be match of the year candidate, a candidate at least for match of the year. Between those three guys in a match together, watch it.
Yeah, the talent of the two. I just say, okay, here's Black. Oh, okay. Excellent.
Imagine if Gargano still took the win.
What, he wins the title?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's what it's going to be set up for. He's either going to win at TakeOver or he's going to win at the following TakeOver against Ciampa. Ciampa's going to walk out still champ. And then you get that final match where Gargano finally gets the win and takes the rubber match, and Gargano's NXT champion, which I think they've been trying to book for a while. Black, after Brooklyn, will probably head off into sunset and go to the main roster. Is what I'm thinking is going to happen.
First career to die. No.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, I don't know,
Anything's
though.
possible.
I don't know, though. Andrade Cien Almas is getting pushed pretty heavily.
Vince really likes him.
Vince loves Almas. Loves him. Like, wants to push him to the moon. I think
Or he just wants to see Zelina Vega in the ring a little bit more. She's also not a bad thing.
take what you can get. If you become champion just because you have a hot valet,
Yeah.
I would take that in a heartbeat. I don't think anyone would not take that. It's not like Almas is a terrible wrestler
No.
either. He's a phenomenal wrestler. Vega being there. The thing is, though, I don't think he'd be as good without Vega, in my opinion. Like, character-wise, not wrestler-wise. Obviously, him in the ring makes great work, and he's a great person.
Something else.
But having Vega there kind of
Yeah.
puts him over the edge as, like, a top star. He's someone you have to watch, you know, because him and Vega together as heels is great work. It's like gold heel work, you know. But my question for you guys, SmackDown, is there too many heels compared to too many baby faces right now?
Yeah, if you were to go through it, probably outweighs it by a
If
decent amount.
for at least the main event scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially now that Orton just turned heel.
Because think about it. Baby faces. Daniel Bryan, AJ. You could throw Jeff Hardy in there. I don't really want to because, A, Jeff Hardy looks old and is definitely not the same wrestler he was 5-10 years ago. So I'm not going to throw Jeff in there. I think Jeff should be mitigated to the mid-card. But the two main faces are Daniel Bryan and AJ.
Yeah.
Heels. Miz. Shinsuke. Joe. Orton now.
Can you really put Rusev in there?
Rusev's a tweener. Rusev, you could put either or, but I'm just going to put him in the middle. See, that was the other thing. I was like, man, do we put Rusev in there to help, or do we keep him as a heel or whatever? Almas as a heel is another guy. You know, there's so many heels on SmackDown now, and no faces.
I mean, even if you look at the women's division on SmackDown.
Carmella, Iconics. Well, Charlotte's out with injury. She had to fix her boobs.
See, but she's not a heel right now.
No, I know, but I'm saying that though. That's what
Oh.
hurts them in the face category.
Yeah,
Look
with
at-
that many heel, that means
Right.
maybe after SummerSlam, that's when they bring up someone to fill that face.
Black.
Black.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he'd be great on that SmackDown roster with
Oh, especially with the talent that's there, and especially since they're going to Fox soon.
Yeah.
Next year. Oh yeah.
They're definitely going to build up SmackDown come Fox time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
probably the better show.
Absolutely. And I can maybe see people being swapped around from Raw and SmackDown
Yeah.
after SummerSlam. I can see it being shaken up a little bit. Because Raw has way too many, like, top guys. Not a lot of, like, mid-card people.
Yeah.
You know. Plus, hopefully the title's back on Raw soon. So
Yeah.
we can actually see some decent matches with the title there. You know, maybe...
But who knows what's going to change.
Oh, it's changing.
As long as it's not on Bork Lesnar.
I think Brock is losing at SummerSlam, is my opinion.
He has to.
But we still have Vince who can be like, you all thought he would lose.
Oh, dude.
No, I think it's finally going to happen.
I think
Because
he's going
he's not
to
gonna
beat
There were like,
Roman Reigns.
after Reigns beat
Whoever
Lana-
cashes in. Whoever wins, wins.
After Reigns
I think whoever cashes in is walking out champion.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
after Reigns beat Lashley on Monday, there were like over 100 comments on Facebook of, yeah, I just canceled my WWE network.
Well, it wasn't even that. There was so many people like, who do you think is going to beat Brock Lesnar? We're like, anybody but these two guys. I'm like, why is Lashley getting slack now?
Lashley never
but
got.
people are like, Lashley hasn't done anything. He just came back. He needs to be down. The amount of comments I saw that said Seth Rollins was weird. Like, a lot of Seth Rollins. Like, every other comment was Seth Rollins. And you had, obviously, the
I like
Roman
Seth
Reigns
Rollins,
fans.
but
I love Seth Rollins,
I
too,
want
but
Lashley-
he's not beaten.
Lashley
Brock
versus
Lesnar.
Lesnar is
No.
one of those dream matches, and he potentially can
That
beat
would be
Lesnar.
the one. That would be the one I would want to
He
see.
could beat Lesnar.
There was one person like if
Lashley.
Oh,
Lashley's one person who
absolutely.
could. I think Cesaro could if
Yeah.
they booked him right, but they haven't booked him right. He's in a tag
They don't
team
make him
thing.
look nearly as strong as he actually is.
No, exactly.
He-
But that was the
dude.
thing. That was something that Paul Heyman brought up back in the day. He was like, if they book Cesaro right, Cesaro is the one guy who could sit there and could dethrone and is credible. Plus, he's someone you would want as the face of your company. He speaks 5 languages. He's someone you want to be
Yeah.
forefront.
He actually is like physically stronger than Brock Lesnar, like in terms of actual.
Well, he
strength.
lifts a lot. He's just a really strong dude. He used to do Mr. Olympia training and stuff like that. So, you know, Cesaro's a strong ass dude. He is. They even said it's probably the strongest guy in the locker room.
He's one
next
who
to, like, Braun
deserves
and,
so much more
you know,
than he's been
all
We
given.
put
the other
Mojo up there too for just
Mojo's
strong.
pretty strong. He's got that brute force and everything. So
He just sucks.
yeah, no character development.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He can improve. That's one of them.
Mojo.
I think
he's
he's
been there for a
peaked.
couple years.
He's
I think
peaked.
he's peaked. I think he kind of is okay with just having the celebrity-esque lifestyle and just coasting. I don't think he's trying to be.
I think about the time he's
guy.
done is about the time we see them try the exact same thing, but with Lars Sullivan.
just not as stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lars is going to be that next like monster they bring up.
I think with Lars, he has the luck that he could be that next monster.
Well, yeah, he looks like Snitsky, just not as deranged and gross.
Shaved Snitsky. Hey, you know on that segment on SmackDown when Miz had like the fake baby, and
I thought that was excellent.
I was expecting Snitsky to come out and be like, I just want everyone to know for the record, it wasn't my fault. You all saw that in
After the
video.
baby fell.
Yeah, and then leave.
Yeah, they were going to do that though. Because they would take away. No, I thought that was a great segment for the two of them. I can't wait till they square off at SummerSlam. I
Yeah.
think that's going to be great.
I heard Brian's contract got re-signed. He signed it.
Not full confirmed, but they're in talks and it's going the right way where he's going to re-sign. They just want to keep him away from All In. They don't want him anywhere near that, Young Bucks show. The All In show, they don't want him anywhere near that. Because if he was done with WWE, he'd compete on that. He'd be on the Jericho cruise. He'd go to New Japan, and New Japan's already making waves of getting all these people. So they already took Chris Jericho. So
Probably not going to see him for a while on WWE again.
he may go to Impact. They said. You imagine what would happen if Chris Jericho showed up on Impact? Vince would lose a gasket. He'd blow a gasket.
Yeah.
He'd flip the fuck out. I mean, he was okay with the Kenny Omega thing. He's okay with that other stuff because, him and Vince have a decent relationship. But if he ever goes to, like, Ring of Honor or, TNA, I think Jericho
Vince put out a hit.
definitely would. Definitely would. I think he's already mad about the whole thing that Ring of Honor is going to be on the cruise or whatever. But Jericho did go
asked
to
WWE
he
first.
He said, "Hey, I want NXT guys on this cruise and stuff like that." And they were like, "Nah, can't do that. We don't want the liability and all that other stuff." He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go ask Ring of Honor and New Japan and Impact then." Okay.
And all of them were like, absolutely.
Of course, what else do they got to do? It's something cool that they could put on their bucket list that they wrestled on a cruise ship, or whatever,
For Chris Jericho.
for Chris Jericho. Then they're going to have a match, the Alpha Club versus the Bullet Club. It's Jericho and the Young
If
Bucks.
Jericho wanted, he can open his own wrestling organization himself. Be the Vince of his own thing.
That might be too much for what he...
If he had an independent, I could see him doing like a wrestling school, like being a trainer
yeah.
like the Dudleys and all of them, and Booker T. But I don't see Jericho owning like a big promotion. I could see him being like a part of creative or being like a backstage agent at some point in his career, somewhere.
But I mean, he still has Fozzy and all that.
Yeah, he's still doing Fozzy. He's writing books. He's got his TV shows
I think
he's
if
on.
he didn't have Fozzy, he would probably already have a wrestling school.
Absolutely. He's never really home. I mean, he is, but when he's home, he's trying to spend time with his kids and his, his wife.
He's either touring, doing stuff for wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. So I think when he's home, he doesn't want to like do all that other stuff. I think he wants to like spend time with his family, which is understandable. He is like in his 40s.
Yeah.
He is older, so. But yeah,
I'm excited to see what's happening with wrestling.
yeah,
SummerSlam's still what, like a month away?
like 3
Yeah,
weeks.
it's the end of August.
3 weeks,
Yeah.
like
August
mid-August.
28th, I think, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a month away.
They were saying like 3 weeks on Monday.
I know it lines up.
Takeover's in 3 weeks
I know for the first time
from Saturday.
in like a year and a half, this is the first pay-per-view that lines up with my weekend off at work.
Oh, so you're free on that.
For one, I will finally be free.
I'm gonna try and request off. Probably doubt I'll get it.
So I already put off for Mania.
Next year?
Yep. You gotta wait for Cooper to get back to us.
Yes, I do. Alright, SummerSlam, August 19th.
Okay, I wasn't
Okay.
that terribly far off.
No, not at all. You're close. Yeah, no, August 19th, SummerSlam, so it's about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
From Saturday and Sunday until we get TakeOver and that one. So, yeah, should be another good, hopefully good weekend of wrestling.
I think it will be.
Yeah. Well, TakeOver, obviously. TakeOver.
Takeover, you know you're gonna see good.
TakeOver, you automatically pencil in it's a good show.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Even if it's somehow a weak takeover, you probably still just saw a good show.
Yeah, because there's still at least one match where you're like, that was a really good match.
Yeah.
So, you're at least happy. Ring of Honor's Madison Square Garden show, same time as WrestleMania weekend. How mad do you think Vince McMahon is right now?
Yeah.
He looked at himself in the mirror. I'm fired.
He's like, who do I yell at? How did this happen?
What is it? They tried to do something like that, and Vince kind of like not squashed it, but figured out a way to like not get it. They didn't think it was gonna work, but there was so much steam picking up, because it's not just Ring of Honor. Like New Japan stars are obviously gonna be there, so
Yeah.
it's obviously gonna draw in more people. It's obviously gonna sell. Obviously, the sales from the All In show in Chicago selling out in less than half an hour. That's obviously another selling point as to why they got that. Because, like, oh, we got all these guys from All In, basically, because 98% of them are from Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
So it's like, kind of, it's a money venture for Madison Square Garden. It's just weird because Madison Square Garden is, like, predominantly WWE wrestling.
You know you're going to go to it and you're going to see, like, WWE posters everywhere.
Oh, you're still gonna see them places. It's just part of it. Like WWE does shows at Madison Square Garden all the time. So not all the time, but they do a lot of shows at Madison Square Garden. So they do at least like 4 or 5 a year there. So
I'll be surprised if there's like a Raw SmackDown over there at one point.
oh, they'll probably try and do something during WrestleMania weekend to do that. My thing is, where are they going to put Takeover for that?
Back to the Barclays.
See, I feel like that's too far though. Like the only things I can think of is they do Nassau Coliseum because it's being semi-renovated. I can see them doing that.
Pretty far.
Or Prudential would be the only two, since Mania's at,
NXT
MetLife.
TakeOver Newark.
They can come up with a name for it. They don't have to do Newark. They can come up with like a name like Revive, like when they used to do like Our Evolution and all that other stuff. They come.
But that's just NXT TakeOver city we're in.
Yeah, I mean Newark. That's not bad. I've heard weirder names.
NXT
TakeOver Camden.
NXT TakeOver Patterson. There's like bullet holes in like the logo.
That's racist.
No, it's truth.
It is truth. You're very correct.
Like the ring would have like a bulletproof like dome around it.
People are really confused. They're all like, "Oh, we're members of the Bullet Club." Oh, wait, what?
And that's when Crime Time returns.
No, that's racist.
No, it's not.
That's
That's
pushing it. That's pushing it. Anyway,
You tried.
no, but that wrestling's kind of starting to pick up steam in a lot of places. Not just like in the ring, but also like as a business. Like WWE's stock has gone up for a while.
Yeah.
It's like quadrupled in the past like year. So
Well, I think the Fox News recently helped.
Well, it started before that, but yes, that obviously is going to help because now they're going to be part of Fox and all that other stuff. No, I think it's just become a better product, somewhat, from what people were leaving because of the PG era. People were leaving because of that, but now they're starting to get a little more, not edgy, but like kind of a little better than PG.
This should have happened probably like 5 years ago. I think
Well, yeah, absolutely.
I think they would have still retained even more fans. Right, the company will actually never die.
No, not a chance. There's wrestling fans everywhere.
As long as
still
people are
think-
having kids, people are going to like wrestling.
people are still, but not like that. It's still, they're pumping in money to the company. Like it's not like they do They do have some terrible shows, like money wise and ticket wise. They do have terrible shows.
But you can't win everything.
No, but there are shows where they sell out all the time. WrestleMania sells out every time. SummerSlam sells out every time.
The amount they make from the big four is just insane.
Plus TakeOver. NXT is bringing in a lot of more money than people think it is. As long as they keep doing the smaller venues.
They're not even doing some of the smaller venues. Sometimes they go to the same exact building.
It'll put out a decent amount. Well, TakeOver, they kind of close off the upper deck a little bit.
Yeah, they do close off the upper deck.
Because they're not expecting to sell out as much as, like...
No, TakeOver will not sell out like it.
Like a Royal Rumble or all of those. Like, TakeOver...
I know Barclays, I think the whole thing was open.
Well, yeah, because it's only like 15,000 people.
In the certain areas, it will sell out.
Yeah. Certain, like, New York area, yes.
Philly didn't sell out the full stadium, which is why they had some of it closed.
Mm-hmm. No, but it's still at a big house. It was still... because it was a big room. And especially like TakeOver, and because Royal Rumble was there, people were there for Royal Rumble and happy about it. So, I just found it funny that our seats were just on the opposite end of the aisle.
Yeah.
And like one row ahead when we went. But, yeah, no, wrestling's starting to look good again.
It is. I think once SummerSlam passes, we're going to get a real good picture of the road to WrestleMania at this point.
Oh yeah, they're going to start booking towards Mania after that.
We're going to get a good idea of
who's going to get pushed, who's not.
whom we might not even see again.
No, there definitely probably be some budget cuts around that time. They already started letting people go. Letting go. Ellsworth got let go on Tuesday. He got fired by
He got
Page.
fired by Page.
Kicked him out the door.
That's about it. Just fired.
Kicked him out the door.
I didn't get the update that he was released by the WWE.
He's
which
not
is fired
released,
by
but he was fired. He's not going to do anything. He's pretty much done. He was only there for the small bit. He's not there for a while. He knew it going in.
He'll be there. I'm going a month following WrestleMania with Carmelo trying to get the title back, and then once that's done, he's gone again. But he's just going, making bank, and leaving.
Why not? I would do it.
He's set up for life already.
Yeah.
You do independent shows and still make a decent amount of money just because he was on.
Just because his name is
Yeah.
James Ellsworth.
Exactly, because he was on TV. He was on a product that.
So he should go and thank Braun Strowman for destroying him.
Well, he had to sell. He wasn't a terrible seller for all that stuff, and he did take that hellacious chokeslam on the outside by himself. Not many people. It's not like the other guy who's like, I like big sweaty men. So.
Or the guy versus, was it the AOP where he like screamed like a girl?
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'd like to get my ass kicked.
Oh, no, that was the Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh, Bludgeon Brothers,
Yeah,
yeah.
Bludgeon
Pick
Brothers.
that guy up.
See, I'd love to be that guy. Just teach me how to take the slam. I'll go in there. You beat my ass, slam me.
Yo, you know who was a good seller? He was a jobber too. It was Nunzio.
Yes.
He knew how to sell. When Undertaker picked him up for the last ride, he was like, done.
Tyler Breeze is the best seller.
Tyler Breeze is very good. I wish they kind of pushed him more, not get crushed by Mojo Rawley. It's kind of terrible.
Don't turn it off after that.
Hey, then you left it on because we
Oh,
watched
yeah.
at the bowling alley.
Let's not pay attention after that.
Oh yeah. Because I remember I went to go bowling. You're like, Tyler Breeze is great. I was like, what? That was so random. And I was like, oh, he's on TV. That makes sense.
Tyler Breeze is great.
And then Salim saw Ember, and he was just like,
Yes, he was.
yeah, Prince Salim, he has a thing for Ember.
Remember, man?
I mean, when all the women were there, we did sit there and go, do her, do her, do her, do her, do her.
Won't do her.
Won't do her.
Won't do her, do
This is,
her.
this is
do
the
her,
same
do
way
her,
I feel
do her.
about Nikki Cross.
Probably.
Probably.
But yeah, that's
about it.
So we
That's
got-
watching. That's some good stuff. Oh, I forgot to ask you. Did you hear about the Twitter feud Roman Reigns is in?
Oh, I saw that this morning
With
on my phone.
With the Tamatanga
Yeah,
from the Bullet Club?
just Tom Tiger called him out.
Well, what
Or
happened
called him
was...
a bitch or
He
something.
called him a bitch. They said there was
Not
something
wrong.
going on. No, he's not wrong. There was something going on, and then Tamatanga sat there. It was like, he's a bitch, he's nobody. And Roman's like, what? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Stuff like that. And Tonga's like, oh, I can't hear you from your yard. My yard, there's no fence. So, yeah, why don't you come step in here? Jealousy's a bitch trait or something like that. Then Roman said something about, expanding the video views by 4 times the amount or in less than whatever. He's like, oh, you must, I'm glad you're timekeeping and doing all this other stuff. He's like, I guess creative quit on you or something like that. And he's like, just keep doing the fist cocking and stuff like that. It gets funnier every time. I was like, Jesus, Roman's dead.
Roman's not my kind of though.
That was funny though. That was a funny feud.
He's not a man who's good with his words.
No. Definitely not a words guy.
Wordsmith. But yeah. If you haven't seen the feud, go look it up.
Go look it up, yes.
Join in on it. Call him out. Call him bitch.
Yeah, I think everyone should just go there and just be like, bitch.
You're fucking
I want to see
trash.
it actually blow up, and then have the chance when Roman comes out.
Bitch.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
That'd be
I-
hilarious.
Should I
He'd
just,
just be like,
should I just go to his thing now and just go, you're fucking trash?
fucking trash.
Fucking trash. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you for joining us.
Happy Rusev Day. You're all fucking trash.
Here's a day you are fucking trash.